Are you aware of the deplatforming going on?
In China?
No, here. Big tech companies are purging conservatives. They're shadow banning people in mass.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what it looks like when it's a reporter's very first time hearing a real question.
Big tech companies are purging conservatives.
Earlier today, a battle of epic proportions escalated rather quickly. And no, I'm not talking about the pre-contrived marketing stunt spat between Eminem and whoever the heck this guy is. No, I'm of course talking about the battle between the state and free speech, as Alex Jones just went toe-to-toe with Senator Marco Rubio. Earlier today in Washington, D.C., at a Senate Intelligence Committee hearing, the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, and the COO of Facebook, Sheryl Sandberg, testified on censorship and foreign interference on their platforms. Alex Jones was in attendance front and center to face those who have deplatformed him and to weigh in on the censorship debate that he has found himself in the middle of. At one point during a break, Senator Marco Rubio was taking questions from the press when an exchange between Rubio and Jones went from just minor bickering to full-on fighting words. At one point, Jones puts his hands on Rubio's shoulder, to which Marco Rubio replies, "Don't touch me again, man. Do not touch me again." To which Jones replied, "Hey, I just patted you nicely. Oh, you want to get me arrested?" Then Rubio candidly replied, "I'm not going to have you arrested, man. I'll take care of it myself." Here's the clip.
I think it's important for them not to comply with any efforts to sort of go after freedom of expression.
What about the Democrats purging conservatives?
He's
not answering him. Just the Republicans are acting like it isn't happening. Thank God Trump is.
Well,
It's weird, man.
Oh yeah, it's really weird. There's no purge of conservatives.
I don't know.
There's no shadow banning.
Who is this guy?
are you concerned about bias in social media?
Yeah, who's this guy? We
Are you
deplatformed him.
concerned about bias in social media?
Well, I think the bigger bias is against freedom of expression. Everybody should be. There's a look. I support
here.
going
It's
after.
happening here, but you say I don't exist.
Is that a heckler or a press gaggle?
Look at this guy. He's saying that I don't exist, and they're deplatforming.
I just don't know who you are, man.
And
I don't read your websites.
Sure, and they
So let me-
demonize me in these very hearings,
here's the
and then he plays dumb.
Here's the question.
Infowars.com, you know what it is.
Do you
Full
think
well.
that does Google, does Facebook, does
That's why you
Twitter,
didn't get
do they
elected.
need to be
You're
regulated
snake-like.
do they need to be regulated?
Marco Rubio the snake. Little
Dumbass.
frat boy here.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, who are you, man? Who
Yeah,
is
sure.
this guy? I swear to God, I don't
you
know
better
who you
hope
are,
you can
man.
deplatform me. Tens of millions of views.
Infowars.
Bigger than Rush
Infowars.
Limbaugh. He knows who Infowars
Well,
is.
but
Playing
you-
this joke over here. That's why the deplatforming didn't work.
But here's the question. Here's a
Hey,
question.
don't touch me again, man. I'm asking you not to touch me.
Well, sure, I just patted you nicely.
I know, but I don't want to be. I don't know
You want
you,
me to
man.
get
I don't know
arrested?
who you are.
It's not just
You're
good
not
to
going
take
to
my
get
First
arrested,
Amendment.
man. You're
It's
not going to get
just enough
arrested.
to
I'll
take my
take care of
First
it
Amendment.
myself.
He'll beat me up.
I didn't say
He
that.
didn't know I
either.
am, but he's
I'm
so
just saying.
mad. You're not going to silence me. You're not going to silence
Well,
America.
but there are people.
You are literally like a little gangster thug.
There are people in this country who
Rubio
feel
just
that,
threatened to physically take care of me.
there are people who
Look at
feel
that.
that they're being
you already
they
got rid of
are
my First
being
Amendment.
silenced. They feel like
He tells you China's the problem, which it
by
is,
these
but
big
they're taking
companies
our
like
free speech
Google,
right now.
social media platforms, Facebook,
There goes Rubio.
Twitter. Do you believe that these platforms need to be regulated like a public utility, and how do you go about doing that?
Well, I prefer not to. I prefer competition take care of that. But obviously, we're going to watch closely to make sure that these tools that are being used. I mean, one thing is to say we're going to go after foreign interference designed to sow instability.
But it's already going on here.
Another thing is to
The
say we're
Democrats
going to
are
go after
raping the
free
Republicans.
speech. Because at some point, someone
The
has to make a
Democrats are raping
determination. What's the
Infowars.
difference between, misinformation from abroad and differences of opinion within the United
and
States?
that's
It's a
happening
very
here.
fine line, and that's something we need to be careful about. We don't overreach in that direction.
But then he doesn't know
so
about
these
Infowars being
companies
banned. He doesn't know
have
about
to
the
be
top
very
news story in the
careful about
country.
how they, not just how they apply that within the United States,
Infowars.com
but they don't become
is better than
agents
ever.
of authoritarian regimes abroad to crack down on free speech, because
I wonder why Rubio got so
there's
mad
a
at me and
there's
threatened
a
me
there's a
physically.
balance between what is free speech and what people disagree on.
Poor Rubio.
During the hearing,
Yeah, man, I got to go to the committee.
exactly.
You
Thank
guys
you.
can talk to this clown.
Oh, yeah. Look at the little frat boy. So cool. Go back to your bathhouse. Compromise at the bathhouses.
So first of all, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Did that sound like a threat to you? What do you think Rubio meant by "I'll take care of it myself"? Leave your comments in the comments section below. And this, of course, played out in this way today because the major tech companies like Apple and Google and Spotify and others have recently completely deplatformed Alex Jones, collectively removing him from their websites. So it's no longer a conspiracy theory that conservative voices are being censored online. In fact, it's not just the right. It's anyone who goes against the status quo. And this is just the beginning, my friends. This little spat between Rubio and Alex Jones really just represents the battle between free speech and the state. And unless we reject these incremental pushes towards all-out tyranny, it's only going to get worse. Once again, leave your comments in the comments section below and let me know what you think about this war of the words between Jones and Rubio, and also, how do you see this one playing out? And I want to take a moment to personally thank anyone and everyone who has ever contributed to PFT by donating at pressfortruth.ca/donate or by joining as a PFT member or a PFT patron. We can't do this work without the support of you, the viewers, so thank you so much to anyone who has ever contributed. Thanks for watching, my friends. Keep fighting the good fight and stay tuned for more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.